Okay, so the first question, if you would, please state your name, profession, and the company you work for.
Okay, well, my name is Gary Taylor. I'm the owner and executive producer of Homeless George Productions. We're a LLC based in Phoenix, Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and we do small independent feature films. Well, when I graduated high school in 1994,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the University of Arizona with the intent of a film and television degree, and which
Mm-hmm.
I did. It's actually a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. I graduated U of A in 1998, and
Mm-hmm.
spent a couple years, saving up some money and moved to California in 2000. Well, my company was formed in December of 2013. I've used Homeless George as a logo for some smaller projects I've done in the past. But we finally actually, did the LLC paperwork on it December 13 to make this a reality. But when in 2013, when we did that, it was the intent to do our independent film. This is going to be awesome, which we can find at homelessgeorge.com. Well, it's been a long battle. Like I said, I graduated U of A in '98. I
Mm-hmm.
spent a couple years, saving up money for the trip to California because you think Hollywood is the place where you're going to go and make your fortune and be discovered and all that. But I spent 3 years at Paramount Studios from 2000 to 2002. California is great, but it's very expensive, and there's a lot of fish and a lot of ponds. So you can fall behind really quick. It's with the production of the film, it's really not a whole lot of normal day-to-day requirement. We do 3 phases of the production process: the pre-production process, where we do the casting, we do the budgeting, we get our websites ready, we do the shot lists, and that's all very fun to me. It's kind of like just a massive. It's like planning for a giant party. The production process, we did production on the movie from May to 3rd of May till the end of June. It was a 17-day shoot, and we did it mostly on weekends because I had some child actors who were still in school at the time, and everybody else has day jobs like myself. So do it on the weekends, taking time off where you can. But for the production week leading up to those days when we shoot on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I equated it to basically like you're planning a wedding every weekend. So you got to make sure your cast is going to be there and they're going to be the right place, the right time. You got the location permits. You have food for people to eat. So it's just a lot, just a lot of prepping and planning. And then the post production's been probably the laborious part of it, but it's not quite as stressful as training looks. You have something in the can, and it's just editing. It's just a matter of putting all the pieces together and overcoming technical issues, overcoming sound issues. The post production process is basically me and my editor and my composer just kind of putting all the final pieces of the puzzle together. Well, what skills you need for the career, there's a couple ways that you can go. I mean, either you're going to be excessively creative and talented and you'll find a way to make this happen, or you'll be extremely tenacious and find a way to make this happen for yourself. It's not going to come to you. It doesn't, Spielberg doesn't show up on your doorstep with a check for $1 million to go make your movie. I think it's a blending of talent, and it's a blending of understanding how the business works and getting paid for what you do and getting the eyeballs on what you do. Those are kind of the skills you're looking for. Understand the technical aspects of it, do it every day, and network with people that are creative and like-minded. I would. If you've got the creative mind, you've got a creative heart, you've got to follow it. You just realize that it's going to be a very tough road, and you're going to have to do a lot of it on your own until you find, if you're lucky enough to find somebody that's, shares your vision and shares your passion, and then you've got a very, good leg up on the industry. But if it's truly in your heart and you want to do it, by all means, go for it. But whether it means, taking an iPhone and going out and shooting something on the weekend, you've got something creative going on. Eventually, you got to learn that it is going to be, eventually it's going to have to be a budget to it. It's going to have to become sort of a business. But yeah, but if you've got the leadership and you've got the drive to do it, go do it. I would just say, it is a skill. It is, and it's you do have to manage egos. You do have to manage a lot of production stuff. You're gonna find yourself by yourself in a lot of situations. But if you have a good crew and people you trust, then it's going to make things a lot easier. You don't, if you're a writer or a director, or you're doing something, you don't have to do the craft service. You don't have to do the sound. You can let go and get people that will help you out on it. It is a collaborative process. So, but if you have the idea and you have the thought, you want to be the leader, be the leader and take it with all the confidence you can. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for listening to my advice, and hopefully I'm helping somebody out. Bye, everybody.